Hello, everyone. Um, so, I say a lot. I need to stop doing that. I realized it when I was listening to a video that I did the other day. I was like, oh my God, if I say it one more time, I'm going to strangle myself, But, see there, I did it. Gotta stop. So, today, well, I renewed my Ancestry membership. I do this, I go through phases. It's like every 3 years or so, I'll get hooked on it again. But I literally hit the DNA lottery. If there's a DNA lottery, I hit it. And no one, my family didn't talk of this. I did know on my grandmother's side that supposedly her mother's mother was an Indian healer, and that's all I was given. And so I guess in 2009 is when I started researching my ancestry, and even now I'm still working on it, and it's been 11 years. So I've got a lot of people on my tree, and a whole lot of umphin went into making me, for sure, No questions asked. But, so, today I called the Cherokee Nation genealogy department today, because, okay, so this is my tree. This is me, right here, okay? These are all people that, that I met, mostly. The only person that I never met was my dad's father. But anyways, so for my grandmother, which was Louetta Dove, her mother was Kara Etta Sandlin. And her father was Harmon Sandlin, who married Desina Whittle. And then this way, you can go either way, and you will get the Cherokee, Sarah Loggins, Margaret Peggy Ware, Sarah Sally Bean, and Lydia Russell. And then the Sandlin, you will get Mourning Gentry. See this? I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I should, at the end of the video, I will post what I have found. But literally, she's my 6th great grandmother. And I mean, this is it's only 2 pages, because my connection is that close. So the Cherokees have the DAWES final rolls, and through the Sandlin, I'm on there, and I have a roll number, a card number, and I'm Cherokee by blood. And also on the Lydia Russell, she's also on the Dobbs roll. And the story, I found this story about her, and it was the most amazing story. Something happened where Lydia Russell was held captive and by the Indians. But anyways, so Nancy Hi-Ho, a Cherokee Indian, was the mediator between the Indians and the white people, and she freed Lydia somehow, and Lydia taught her a different way of weaving that completely changed the way that the Cherokees wove. And I just thought that was really neat. That was my grandmother. But Nancy Hi-Ho is the funniest name. Sorry, my phone's messing up. But she said the most beautiful thing, and it just rang true to my heart. So, Sevier was equally appalled that such important work should be given to a woman. Nancy Yeehigh told him, "You know that women are always looked upon as nothing, but we are your mothers, you are our sons. Our cry is all for peace. Let it continue. This peace must last forever. Let your woman sons be ours. Our sons be yours. Let your woman hear our words." Then it said an American observer said that the speech was very moving. Yeah, I have all these pages, so I called the genealogical department today, and they're sending me the paperwork to fill out, and I have to somehow show some death certificates to prove this. And I could definitely get my grandmother's. I'm thinking, I'm hoping. I mean, I have my mother's proving that my grandmother was hers. Now, when they open these rolls, what are they going to tell me, you know? Like, what are they going to find? It's like, I don't know. But she said it's just genealogical of who's related to who. But I think, I'm telling you now, I know Pocahontas is somewhere. I think this is my Pocahontas connection somewhere in there, because I have royalty on every which branch. So I'm sure, why not Pocahontas, right? Pocahontas. And I really think this land just all needs to be given back to the Indians. This is our land, and what happened to them was terrible. I don't think anything could ever make up to what occurred. Not even giving back their land, so that would be the right thing to do. I mean, that's like me going to Europe and being like, where could I go to? Hawaii. Let's say I go to Hawaii. I founded Hawaii. Good, like tomorrow, I literally leave and I go, I found you. You're mine. All of you. It's all mine. Goodbye. Who? That's not fair. It's not fair. And that's like Christopher Columbus. What the stupidest thing we were ever taught, that he founded America. How can you find something that was already found? You know? And we're like all programmed with this from a young age. CC 33. But now I'm reading this really good book right now. It is called The Last Cry: Native American Prophecies, Tales of the End Times. And I found a link. If you Google this search title, it's by author and manuscript is Dr. Robert Goswolf. Okay? Now, I just wanted to read the experts to this because I think you are listening to this because maybe you need to hear it. I said, alright, do you want to hear it? Let's see, where was it that I really liked? Oh, here it is, okay. You cannot kill spirit, you cannot burn spirit. When you leave this plane, you have the choice to continue, for this is not the end of the journey by any means. Know that this is a grand truth. How else could you explain your being able to talk to the grandfathers and grandmothers? If you are afraid of losing your power, it is only because you do not yet own that power, and power can be as gentle as the smell of the flora or the sound of the butterfly's wings. Great power is not always the fury of a hurricane, for the greatest power is the silence. Great power is never held or possessed. It can never be possessed. Power is great. Power simply is this great power that I speak of, is experienced in the fullness of the light, not in the shadows. The first step taken upon a new pathway is always the hardest, for the thought and the inspiration for the next step must come from self. Nurture courage and self-worth and endure, for your destiny is to know the unlimited self. For thee, you that is having the thought is God. I am. All that you are is the Christos. Blessings in the light, Dr. Robert Ghostwolf. And I screenshotted a bunch of little excerpts from this that I really thought were pretty good. Let's see if do they even work. Yeah, they just piled up over here in the corner. Okay, so the Hopi prophecies also tell us about times of great change and about much confusion that will occur during the merging of the fourth and fifth worlds. And they tell us of the signs that will precede these times. They call this time the Kyan Shashki, Kyanasquatsi, meaning world out of balance. What they say could sound like a nightmare. Understand that even the Kashiwashi is but a final warning to humankind. Open their hearts, and in the moment, events could go the other way. And then we had, this is pretty interesting. Here. Why does it look so dark? There is a wealth of artifacts to substantiate such movement, from the mounds of the Mississippi mound builders to the pyramids discovered in Tennessee. The sophistication of such civilizations, retrieved artifacts, and surviving petroglyphs prove that many people, including the Celts, the Egyptians, the Chinese, the Hebrews, were here thousands of years before Columbus landed on the Caribbean beaches. Assuming he had discovered the western passage to India, civilization began here in the Western Hemisphere and spread from this place to all the corners of the earth. Pretty interesting. Let's see. The other was, all the races must be honored and recognized. Separation must end. Supremacy of a chosen few must end. It is long enough that the Catholics have lived the only way, and long enough that the Buddhists have lived the only way. Longer is the only way, the red way or the blue way. There is only the way of the people. We are the people, are the dream of the earth, and we are her gift to the universe. This one, oh my God. I mean, this book is not lying about it. There will be great plagues that your doctors will not understand. Many of these plagues are born of the experimentation your scientists are doing. The intentions have gone awry, and they think they can control nature. Your scientists have let monsters loose upon the land. Some are from this dimension, some are from others that have long been asleep. Some are like mechanical bugs they have created for the purpose of war and population control. They appear to be living things, but they are more like little machines. These are all little things from the book that I read today. It would be the woman who will remember who they are first, because women have known who they are for many generations. Once, as the bearers of life, it was the woman who were the teachers of life's mysteries. I will tell you a story that was given to me by a grandmother of the Ojibwe people. She told me that we must work with the woman. We must help them at all costs to heal their pain. In their times that are coming, she told me to help the woman reclaim their power. If the women do not reclaim their power, all will be lost. Because in these times, the men will no longer act like men. They will not be noble and proud of who they are, who they come from and their connection to the land. They will not hold the words of the Creator close to their hearts. They will only behold words of other men to their hearts, and men can be wrong. Two-leggeds make mistakes. Men have become sick with altered ego and greed. This one was very, very good. I don't know. Alright. It is a prophecy of the Baha'i faith, which I studied this, and there is prophecy in it, and it's good. It even has my maiden name in it. But listen, that the original peoples of the Americas will become awakened, and in their awakening they shall illuminate the world. That intend it is the destiny of the native people of the Americas to lead the world back to the spiritual heritage, and this shall result in the day of Creator. For on this day, the day of man, the day of the prophets will be past. It will be the beginning again, the day of God. All people will gather and have the opportunity to build the new nation. It is my prayer that the prophecy of the end times comes to pass, for it will mean the beginning of a golden age where humankind has once again returned to their awareness of the divine beings. Beginnings, I mean, of divine beginnings. This is: strive always for happiness and joy, for these are the attributes that allow love to find you. These are the emotions that, like invisible radio waves, lead us to the Creator. The great mystery, the path, the good red road, is an ancient pathway, and one that is anything but narrow, for in essence it encompasses all that is, for all that is God. Thus, in truth, we can never stray from it. Even within the nucleus of an atom can Creator be found, in a tiny speck of blue light, the flame that burns eternal. Knowing this, why then would you deny the Creator's existence within your own heart? True. Amen. And this: never let anyone tell you who you are. That is between you and your Creator. For the truth of what and who we are, and our long journey to this present expression, is something few remember. Their minds are filled with disconnected thoughts and images of what they are expected to be as, not much of their own. When we come to own ourselves, we first loose those pictures and learn to follow the feeling. No matter what you have been or what you have done, Creator sits evenly with all of us on the day of passing. All that matters is that you did, that you lived it all and drank from the cup of life and danced your own dance to your own drum beat. Ghost Wolf. And I will end with my favorite one, which is: heal the woman, heal humanity, and we will heal the rest. Right? Alright, y'all have a good one.